y'all, it's me. Today I'm going to show you how to make something that I love for my travels to Bali, being that this is the travel issue, and I'm finally sharing a recipe for Nasi Goreng. Is this a cheesy shirt? I don't care if it is, I like it. I bought this at a market in Canggu and it inspired me to want to share this recipe with you. I got a recipe from the chef at the villa where I host my Bali getaway with the Getaway Co. So thank you Chef Wayan from Surya Kembar Villas. He sent me a PDF of their Nasi Goreng recipe. Now I had to modify some ingredients for you just so you could find stuff locally and not make it too complicated. He included a homemade Balinese chili paste recipe and I have not included that. So you can criticize this, that it's not entirely authentic, but it's very, very close and it's very, very delicious. And a way to sort of cut the corners is to use a product that is like a sweet soy sauce, okay? So that's how you get the flavor profile of the sweetness with the tanginess and the saltiness in this fried rice. I think you're gonna love this. It's got crispy shallots on top. It's super delicious. So let's just show you how to make it, all right? You want to get everything prepped and ready before you start because you're just going to quickly whip this up at the stove. So chop up and slice a large shallot. You're also going to need to make your rice in advance because you want cold leftover rice. That's how you make the best fried rice, with a dry rice. You could quickly, if you wanted, make the rice and then lay it out on a baking sheet and throw it in the freezer or the fridge to do it faster, but I always just make the rice a day in advance, throw it in the fridge. So you need about 2.5 to 3 cups of rice. Measure that out. You need trimmed green beans. I just cut them into thirds. Julienne carrot. So julienne is very thin slices of carrot. Shredded cabbage, some broccoli florets. Then chop up your green onions and separate the white and the light green parts from the green parts because you're gonna cook the white and light green parts and use the other portion as garnish. Now heat your large pan. If you have a wok, that would be even better, but heat it over medium heat with oil. Fry those shallots for about 5 minutes. You don't really need to toss them or anything. They're gonna get nice and brown. Put those onto paper towels so they can drain of the excess oil. Now throw your rice in the same pan over medium heat, spread it out to an even layer, and then add the vegetables on top in this order. Place your chopped onions, then your green beans, your carrots, your cabbage, your broccoli, and the white parts of the green onion on top. And just don't touch this, let it sit for about 5 minutes. The vegetables on top will start to steam and slightly wilt. In a bowl, you're gonna combine the sweet soy sauce. Instead of Bali chili paste, I used chili garlic sauce. You can use sambal oelek, soy sauce, some sesame oil, seasoned rice vinegar, and then Chef Wine called for mushroom powder. So I used this Trader Joe's mushroom umami powder and then white pepper. Whisk this together and set it aside. After 5 minutes, toss the rice and vegetables and spread it into an even layer again, not touching it, for about another 5 minutes. Toss it again and add in the sauce and stir this to combine to get everything sauced up. And you'll continue to fry it, only stirring maybe once, for another 4 to 5 minutes. Just at the end, you may want to add some sea salt to taste. And that's it. You're gonna plate this up. It makes 2 large servings. Top it with your green onion, the crispy fried shallots. And in Bali, I'm always served this on a plate with cucumber and tomato slices. I don't know why, but the kind of fresh, crunchy stuff goes well with this. Another topping for this could be like a fried tempeh crumble that you marinate in the sweet soy sauce. That's kind of, I've seen it served that way, but I just wanted to do the rice. That's if you want to make it like a full meal. You could also add in, you know, vegan just egg scramble or something just to like round it out. But every time I order it in Bali, I just get a plate of rice with the vegetables. It's always perfectly cooked. The vegetables are never overdone. They're still nice and crispy and bright green. That's what you're going for here. So let's dive in. And you can also add more sweet soy sauce if you feel like you want that on top. I'm addicted. It's so good. I also can't believe it took me this long to make nasi goreng at home. I'm gonna eat this whole bowl. Thanks for watching. Hope you make this. Let me know in the comments below if you like the recipe, what you think of it. Thanks for being members. I love you all. See you next time.